everyone, I'm Arhan Gala and I'm 7 years old. Today I will be telling you the story of Garuda. Many years ago, there was a sage. His name was Kapsha. He had two wives who were sisters, Kadru and Vinta. Kadru and Vinta were very jealous of each other. One day, sage Kapsha granted them one boon each. The first one, Vinta said, "Oh Kapsha, please give me many sons who are very strong." Now Kadru was very jealous. She said, "Please give me sons which are even stronger and smarter than Vinta's." Soon, Vinta gave birth to 1,000 snakes. Isn't that a lot? For 500 years, Kadru was waiting. Finally, she became very patient and cracked open the first one. Out emerged a half-formed bird. He was very angry and he said, "You broke open my egg and I was only half-formed. And I was still getting myself formed. And I was supposed to hatch 500 years later, not now." And he cursed her that 500 years later my younger brother will hatch. And there will be a time where there will be a bet between you and your sister, and you will lose her and become a slave. Years later, that affected the bet of slavery between Kadru and Vinta. They were arguing about the divine horse's tail. Was it black or was it white? Was the tail only black or was the full body including the tail white? Vinta knew that Kadru knew that it was white in color. So she asked her snake sons to quickly wrap themselves around the divine horse's tails and make it black. But unfortunately, the snakes, they did not listen to their mother. So their mother cursed them, "You are very bad, and I curse you that you will die in a sacrificial fire." Now Kapsha heard the curse and he was very scared and he ran to Lord Brahma. He said, "Oh Lord Brahma, please, I don't want my sons to die." But he said, "They are actually very evil and it will be their right to die." After much pleading from sage Kapsha, Brahma said, "Okay, they are good and they will live." And now the snakes, they were very scared, so they quickly listened to their mother's order and wrapped themselves around the tail. Then Kadru lost the bet. After 500 years, the second and younger brother Garuda of the half-formed bird hatched from his egg. And then when he hatched, from the day he was born, he was in slavery. Isn't that sad? Since the day you are born, imagine if you were Garuda and you were born, and once you were born, you were a slave. Isn't that sad? So let's go back to the story. One day, Garuda saw his mother and she was looking very pained. So Garuda asked his mother, "Oh mother, why are you so pained? Why are you looking so sad?" So she explained the whole story, how his elder brother had cursed him, and everything else that happened in those 500 years. He was waiting for his hatching. So he went to Vinta and the snakes and asked him, "How can I free my mother and I from your slavery?" They said, "We want an island for us as a home, then we will free you." Garuda said, "Okay, come on my back, Mother Vinta and my brother snakes." So they all went on his back. He was flying for a very long time. He found one big, beautiful island. It looked so pretty. So he went down there and said, "Oh, my brother snakes and Mother Vinta, look, this is such a beautiful island." They said, "No, we don't like it. Take us to another island." So he found an even bigger and even beautiful island, but they didn't like it. So he said, "Now please tell me, how can I free myself? How can I free myself? How can I free my mother?" They said, "Okay, bring us the Amrit." So he went to his father Kapsha, and his father Kapsha said, "There is the tribe of fishermen, son, and in the tribe of fishermen there is a Brahmin amongst them. Do not eat the Brahmin, but eat up all the fishermen." So he went there and swallowed each of the fishermen. By mistake, he even swallowed the Brahmin. In his throat there was a fiery burning thing, like it felt like as if there was fire in his throat. He quickly released the Brahmin and he flew back to his house. But he was still not full, so he went to his mother and said, "Mother, I am going to heaven and I am taking a very long journey. And I'm very hungry. I still ate the tribe of fishermen, which father asked me to eat, but I am still so hungry that I am very weak and frail, and I'm not as powerful as I can fly through to heaven, because it's so far and it might take years for me to reach there." So his mother said, "Oh, you know that there is this one island which magical Gandharvas and Yakshas live, and many other magical creatures and a few animals. In that there is an elephant and a tortoise, and the tortoise is holding the elephant by the tail, and the elephant is dragging the tortoise. Isn't that unusual, guys?" You think it was, but guess what? In actual, they were two sages who had cursed each other. They both were brothers and they had cursed each other. How could brothers curse each other? Isn't that just a little insane thing? I think you think it's insane. But they had an argument, and they were so angry that they cursed each other to become a tortoise and an elephant. You become a tortoise and you become an elephant. Both of them were cursed to become tortoise. So he quickly flew to the island and he ate both of the tortoise and the elephant. Then he flew and flew to heaven. Finally, he found the Amrit. He saw the Amrit, but oh no, he couldn't reach there because there was a fire surrounding the Amrit. So he quickly dived in the ocean and got got a lot of water in his mouth. He quickly extinguished the fire. Then he flew and flew. Then he saw a big wheel with many wooden pointy, so pointy that they were almost as pointy as swords. There were spokes, wooden spokes, and they were revolving. So he quickly became very tiny and he flew through the spokes. Then there were two big, huge monsters. He quickly flapped his wings so fast that dust went into their eyes and they were blind. He quickly flew through the Amrit and grabbed them with his talons. He was flying back down to earth, but then Lord Indra came. They had a very fierce battle, and in vain, Lord Indra was defeated. Then Lord Vishnu was watching from the sky. He was very impressed with this selfless act. So he came down and told Garuda, "Oh Garuda, do not give this Amrit to the snakes, for it will make them immortal, but we don't want them to become immortal." So he reached the snakes. He asked the snakes that, "Oh snakes, why don't you clean yourself up before having this Amrit?" He quickly flew, but some drops from the pot of Amrit fell down on earth where the snakes were. The snakes quickly licked it up, and since then the snakes have got a forked tongue ever since. And he quickly flew to heaven and he placed it back. But again, while he was coming back to earth, Lord Indra, he came with a few other gods and started battling Garuda. But Garuda was so strong that he overpowered all the gods and Lord Indra. Then Lord Vishnu came to Garuda. He said, "Garuda, you have done so much for the snakes to free you and your mother. That was such a selfless act that you even passed all those dangers, and you flapped your wings so hard that it blew dust in the monster's eyes, and they might have even eaten you before they could have blown all the dust. I will give you this reward and you shall be my mount." Ever since then, Lord Vishnu and Garuda have been together. Look, this is the photo of Lord Vishnu and Garuda, also known as the King of Birds or Vishnu's mount. It looks nice, right? Bye everyone. See you soon. Hope you enjoyed, and much I enjoyed telling the story to you. Please subscribe or like if you want to, and ring the bell icon